typical guys do all these things and it just makes us go, "Argh!" So let's talk about what annoys me about typical guys. So I was having to think recently about things that annoy me about typical men and why it irritates me. So let's get started. Don't forget to like this video if you've got things that annoy you about typical guys, and don't forget to comment down below, let me know what annoys you about men and guys in general. So the first thing is guys do not listen to a full conversation. Like they'll zone in for about 15 seconds, then all of a sudden they go, I don't know where they go, but they completely zone out. They just stop listening. And then you're like, I know I'm talking, but are you actually taking any of this in? You could be talking complete gibberish. You might as well be talking another language, for goodness sake. But still, like, you'll get to the end and then they'll just kind of zone in for the last 10 seconds. And they're like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And you're like, you've not heard a single word I've said, and you might even have the same conversation 2 or 3 times because they just cannot listen. I'm guilty of it myself because, believe it or not, I'm a guy. Yeah, believe it or not. So the next thing is football talk. When guys are talking about football, you might as well just not exist in the room. You might not exist in the social circle. You might not even exist on this bloody planet. Like, football just kind of takes over. I might as well walk in and go, oh, your HDD, your SSD is completely slow, it's not running enough gigabytes for that. If you have got no idea about tech, you'd be like, what have you just said to me? Like, I might as well be taught another language. I don't like football. And a couple of weeks ago, someone actually said to me, oh, you don't like football, so yeah, whatever. And they just carried on talking about football. And I was like, okay, that's rude. That is so fucking rude. Guys, stop talking about football if not everyone in the conversation likes or knows even how football works. Like, football to me is just random bunch of guys kicking a ball about. I've got no idea why, I've got no idea where, I've got no idea what colour is what. I get so confused. Another thing typical guys do is they do not admit to saying something when you know they've said it. Like, you might say, oh, remember that time you said blah, 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 blah. And they'll go, I never said that. Yes, you did. Like, why are you saying you didn't when I know you did? You actually said it twice. They don't like to be wrong, or pride gets in the way. I don't know what it is, but guys will not say, oh yeah, actually, I remember I said that, sorry. They'll just go, no, I didn't say that. No, I did not. Why do you keep saying I said it when I clearly didn't say it? You probably did say it and you just refuse to admit you said it. Some ego or something gets in the way. 9 times out of 10, you did actually say it. I think guys are so creepy when they look at girls. Like, obviously straight guys here, and a girl will walk past and they'll go, and then they kind of look over their shoulder and they're so oblivious to the fact they're not being subtle. They're not being subtle whatsoever. Girls probably notice this. How do you act? Like, how do you react to something like that? Girls don't do this. Girls will probably do a quick scan and then go, oh, they're fit. Or they'll have a little whisper about it. They don't just go, guys, stop being so gormless. If you think somebody's fit, be subtle about it. You don't need to completely lose self-control just because a fit girl walks past you. I just think, oh my god, that's so sleazy. Hey, have you seen that guy? Oh, he's such a creep. So bizarre. Why do you do this, guys? Why? Why on earth do you do these things? And the last thing I'm going to say is guys are completely unaware of their scratching habits. I was working in a store one day and there was 2 guys. One is having a good old scratch at his balls or penis or whatever. The other one is clawing his arse. They didn't look around, they did not check to see if anybody was looking their direction, they just kind of went for it and they were at it for like a minute. I don't think either one of them knew the other one was doing it either. And I'm just thinking, oh, that's disgusting. Like, you're in a public place, you're surrounded by people, it's just vile. Like, go to the toilet and have a scratch. You don't see girls walking about clawing their fannies. Ugh. Guys, stop it. If you need a scratch, hide behind a shelf or something. Go to a place where it's subtle. Go to a place where people don't see you having a good old scratch. I was scratching my stomach just then, by the way. I wasn't having a good scratch on my balls. It's vile. It is vile. I just don't get it. Like, I get itchy. We all get itchy in private places. There's a time and a place to have a good old claw. Do you know what I mean? And it feels good when you have a claw. We understand this, guys. But it's disgusting when you're having that right good old claw at your bits in public. Yuck. Seriously? Yuck. So there's just a few, like, there are some other things, but I didn't want to go on for ages. Everyone's different. Like I said, I was just talking generically. That's a typical guy, not just straight men, but you've got gay, bisexual men that do this as well. Just no. no. Just no. Don't forget to subscribe for more of my videos, guys. And like I said, like this video if you've got your things that annoy you about guys, and comment down below. Let me know what annoys you about typical guys. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Pow! So, I mean, women have got their handbags, men have got their man bags. I've got my mini case because I travel around so much and I've always got loads of stuff. And I'll tell you something, this is going to be a bugger to pack up once I